are underway at Allegiant Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
He really got 70 tackles and
Fields going to throw right away. Escaping the press. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Farley.
Like he was going to run with him
and he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And Walker has it. They find some open field here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Walker with a grab, left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Stay on my stream, nigga. Get out my stream, nigga.
Who on your stream, big dog?
Shane talking about some jet sweep. Knew it was coming. like he wasn't the master of the jet sweep.
Boy, that nigga know he a jet sweep master. He probably hate because he ain't doing it as much as some. That nigga, that one season, a one man, God.
That one man we had the Saints. That's all that nigga had. Jet
that's
sweep.
all he did, bro.
Nigga was jet sweep with the tight end.
That nigga was a jet sweep. Boom.
Defensive coordinators love that. They got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the right way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction.
Run him over. Get in there.
A great play there. Their touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taylor Ray 15.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Take it off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Stafford on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Do you know the 2 teams? Let's see the graphic, Dusty. Look who they have on the 2 teams. Russell Westbrook. It couldn't be a better graphic, Nick. This should cheer you up for the rest of the week. The Thunder, the Wizards, and
to
the
throw
Lakers.
his fields.
You can't trade Russ. You're yelling trade Russ.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Man, I miss watching this show.
Very solid gain of 27.
I need to start watching it in the afternoon. First things first.
He's flinging it
They
around.
got rid of
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week.
What was that?
The coaches, they felt good about his performance
With the football niggas. Wiley and Ocho. Yeah, they broke him up, I guess. I don't know what Wiley is now. Oh, Ocho on there with Joy Taylor, fine ass.
That's Bishop. Yeah. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
They were saying that they were saying he was that Wiley was a contract where he had some people looking at him. I don't know.
Where he is.
I don't know what he ended up happening with this.
Guys, those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Fields throwing again. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Dolphins. Kenneth Walker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. The Raiders at 4-12 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through.
Hang on, Jamal.
A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fantasy my boy.
He's on your fantasy team.
From the 39,
oh, Joe Burrow.
Stafford. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The slot man in motion right. 32. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all.
He do it, Jay.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now show what Giannis did from that moment going.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ray. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Hey, hey!
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either.
He didn't get it.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers. But you just have to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Why the name Jameson over there?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From his own end zone, Fields open out on the left side. This is Cole. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They got just a little more. That's on me.
Yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. It's complete to Cole. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Throwing again is Fields.
Oh, that's pass interference. You want to call something?
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's got Cole on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Fields on 1st down. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown.
Yeah, you know why. Yeah, you know why.
And the Dolphins drive the entire length of the field.
Saying to do it at nighttime, they not.
Birthday sis. Birthday sis.
And it's now 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Dolphins
you say you ready for action?
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He didn't run out.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing deep for Stewart. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game.
Why you coming for this motherfucker so loud, bro?
And there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Man, you sound like a crazy country motherfucker right now.
It'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense is counting.
Nigga, that's how you sound. Yeah, damn. Take care, boy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up with a 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to
you gonna want to, because I'll be talking shit, because the Bears gonna be 12 inches deep in y'all motherfucking ass.
Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit.
Please, nigga, I'm not fucked up by no cash. I got some Bear shirts made, but this one I got orange jointed the blue on it wrong, man. The wrong color. That motherfucker hard, too. I want to wear that motherfucker so bad, but it ain't the right color. So it's supposed to be making a little noise. I don't know if Crispy mad ass gonna bring it home or not.
Stafford. And he fires one
I ain't talking 2
incomplete.
days,
And
man.
there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses.
Boy, you said so,
This
boy.
week.
I don't even
Devontae
fuck
Adams,
that.
the
I don't
intended
want to.
receiver. But now it's third
Shit.
down. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Stewart.
Catch the ball, nigga.
Able to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took
What up,
their
Matt
shot, but
Clegg?
it's going to bring up fourth down. Las Vegas sending
Man,
out
I
their
can't call
punter
it,
now,
bro.
as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Y'all boy gonna get it. Y'all boy gonna be on Instagram stories with the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, we don't do all that shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't never made no Instagram story, nigga.
Outside of that 20-yard line.
Crystal did for me.
Been a struggle all game for them.
The fuck gonna be funny?
This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt
Shit.
return. Unfortunately,
Man, nigga, he gonna be laughing. Laughing at
And you
what?
call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
that is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other. And boy, that didn't help them at all.
Don't have a barbecue sandwich for that nigga, man. Put that nigga on that barbecue sandwich.
On first down, Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, partner, he has carried
fuck
them
the
in this
Cowboys.
ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the
Man, that nigga like with your
touchdown his
shit.
team has so far.
Boy, big niggas get jumped up in that now.
Throwing it down the field, big plays. I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The kicking team out for
I know Clegg ain't gonna let it happen, but you know, boy, you sure. Do you talk all aggressive and stuff like that at the games and stuff?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one.
I just might have to fight with Frank at a game, bro.
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they
You on your own, nigga.
Ah, shit. I need some more fans with me, man. Hey, man, I need some more fans, man.
That's right.
I had a whole ass nigga with me, man. I need some more fans, more fans with
And
me.
it's second down.
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up now. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Y'all, it was like a Thanksgiving or something, wasn't it?
Loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big one there on third down.
really
They
need
hit
to
for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Man, and Buddy gonna be coming from Austin, man. So I'm gonna have to drive up there, man. Can't get dropped off.
On first down at Stafford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Told me
Picked
shit.
up by Andre
Told me
Cisco. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around.
Oh, you don't figured
miracle
out what you're
territory
doing?
for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that discipline behind them and find ways to make plays.
So why the fuck? What kind of is you, bro?
First down throw.
Okay,
Fields.
okay,
The
that's
throw
cool.
Taken in by Cole. And he has a big gain
that's cool.
inside the 40 before being dropped.
I just said what the fuck I was doing. You didn't say what you tell me. What was my options that I just told you? And then what options you give me?
Answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers
That ain't what the fuck you just said, nigga.
for good yardage.
You said I told you you need to just go to Gilligan's. and pay that high 20. That ain't what you just said. You just said you was staying with your motherfucking cousin and he gonna drop you off at the game. That's what you just said.
A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has
Hey, send me my ticket, bro.
he's been awfully consistent.
Can I get my ticket digitally? How I'm getting my motherfucking ticket? Get my motherfucking ticket.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover.
Man, I'm gonna be in the door right in your motherfucking bell, goddamn it. Hey, go get this nigga in section 9, seat 8, goddamn me, row 10. Tell his motherfucking ass, I got a text. I got the text. Go get he the nigga with the biggest head in the motherfucking building. Go get him and bring him to the front.
As we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to
And
start
bring that
stretching
nigga
and
to the
loosening up.
front.
You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7.
Man, Rockwall ain't even fucking ain't even the DFW, goddamn.
Yeah, we'll switch the quarterbacks out.
So yeah. Yeah, so he stay in Rockwall where yeah, so that's what. Oh shit.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game.
No,
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Dang it. Y'all going out.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for
Going
Stewart.
out.
Pick. That was terrible, bro.
Okay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big
When y'all
play
doing that?
there. 66 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
I don't know what we
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Yeah.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I don't even fucking know, nigga.
Yeah, that nigga better call and
Here
find
comes a
out.
return from just beyond the
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
line.
you
And a
can
nice job there on
get a
the
Big
motherfucker
find
on
out, let me
Facebook
find
out of Graham or something. Hey, yeah, let me know. Shit. Let me know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in
Okay,
control
I'm
of
up
this
for that
ball
drive,
game
and I'm gonna
despite
be on
giving
my
up that
iPad watching
touchdown
the
a moment
movie.
ago.
Shit.
He's
I
airing it out
ain't
for
seen
Williams.
the
And that's caught
Doctor
inside
Strange
the
and the
35.
last one. I watched this shit.
Jamison Williams.
J-Mo.
Excellent
J-Mo.
to get
J-Mo.
a touchdown run. And the Dolphins get another third quarter touchdown.
J-Mo
and
big
add
dog.
on to that lead.
Boy. J-Mo, man.
Hey man, you got some work to do tomorrow, man. The Red they'll play you, man.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
What up, Shannon Harden?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end
What
zone.
up, brother?
And the decision
What
to
up,
bring it
Chan?
out, not a
Matter of fact, that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay at Chan. And where you at, Chan? Chan, what a mansion at?
That's not what they got.
Man,
They got
in,
a setback and have
Korea.
a long field to cover.
In
They want to
Korea.
try to
Who?
put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably...
There you go. That's how you play it right there, boy. Now, Oh, I needed you to get that block.
What's that ability that give him that route?
He's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
Hey, big dog.
Let me PM Jameson.
Mind your business. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Boy, you just put me on some game. Cause I looked at that play, I said, that ain't the route he's running. Jameson. Boy, man, it kills me in coverage. Route apprentice. Okay. They don't give me that route though. Let me see if they give it to PD.
Caught that?
Caught it? And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I tried to throw it out of bounds anyway.
This offense has. I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field.
He left a Yeezy out here and a fucking Nike slide, bro. This nigga hit tripping.
Wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, for real.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. 22. Now Stafford. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
You think we hitting tonight, big dog?
I don't know, bro. But I like that rival shit.
I like that rival.
That's player right there.
Tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been
I ain't know they had shit like that on there. Is they always times 20? Cause that shit ain't changed, bro.
That means you have to run
I
extra
don't know. I
plays.
ain't no question.
I'm gonna just start playing on that one rather than the other one. Plus they got more options and shit.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no
I got
Hey, about
bro.
$150 out there, nigga.
What? Same thing. But I'm still up though. I got Tom Brady more passing attempts than Lamar. I got a
I do too. And the
receiver.
rivals, yeah.
I got a receiver. I think I got 2 or 3 of them. Then I went to basketball. So the Nets played last night. Now they play the Warriors tonight.
Nah,
So
they play the Mavericks.
Oh, the Mavericks. So I got Luka going off. And I got Dinwiddie. He shoot a lot.
I got Luka and Dinwiddie getting their points. Yeah. I don't know. I took Luka off. They shot Luka up on my ass to 32.5 on one of them. I was like, it was 31.
I got him for 31.
Yeah, it was 31. I shot up on him when I was changing, when I was doing it.
Man, I'm giving my receivers run off elite. I'm about to run the ball.
In this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for
That shit be making me so mad, bro. With them abilities, like the cornerbacks just run with the receiver the whole time, bro. While the other team running back running down the field. This stuff is so stupid, bro.
It ain't because of that ability, though, because who got run off elite on their receiver?
Oh, I seen some people with it. Running.
In here?
Yeah, go look at it. Oh, like, man, I'm telling that shit
They've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
Let me put that on my.
Oh, he faces a spike. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns
I ain't
over.
got time for that pick.
Already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Nigga, get in there. Let a nigga pull you back like that.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
What you do it, big dog?
You know what time it is.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
This nigga ain't blocked no damn body, bro. You just out here running.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Stop hating.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Let Rashard get here.
Effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after by Lambeau.
What'd you say, Chan?
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big
He
lead.
said that motherfucker. I don't know my
Setting out to
PlayStation
kick this
fucking
one
on,
away,
man.
and off it goes.
It's in my text.
Look
Look at the text thread with me. Text it to me.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
And it was right.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Yeah,
That's by Tarvarius Moore.
That's on me.
The Raiders are going to take possession of the
I
football.
definitely did
Well,
that.
CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Man,
He's got a man
jump,
complete.
nigga.
And he'll be
I
marked
can't
down
talk
about
him
the
to Black
26-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Ray.
Or don't,
And
motherfucker.
they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one,
Ray, we on that.
Never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today. 3 for
Jump
7
ball to
so far
somebody.
in this game.
Watch
This
Adams.
is 3rd down and 12.
Watch number 8.
Again, it's Stafford. And this
Damn,
is
number 8. I knew it was one of them.
picking up the late
That big
touchdown
nigga be
here,
bald.
still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable.
Why he in the
And if
game
nothing
over
else
there?
here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this is dropped. It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights.
Hold on to the ball, bro.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From his own end zone, Fields. Finding Walker complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This streak after that here, they just run right through the line. Like, why they out and up no more?
And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Why he not on the hit side?
Taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Cole. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything.
Bro, when he get on here, I don't want to deal with this.
And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, living the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn on the lights. take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.